Hi, my name is Alex and I welcome you to today's video. After One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, One Piece Odyssey is the next big adventure in the world of the legendary Shonen Jump manga. For the first time, the adventures of the Straw Hat Pirates are presented as a classic JRPG, with turn-based combat and free character development. How well does this work, and especially, how does the Nintendo Switch version hold up? Let's dive into it in this review. Since I haven't actively followed the anime or manga in the last 5 years, One Piece Odyssey faces the challenge of not only engaging me with its gameplay, but also drawing me into the One Piece world and providing an introduction to its universe. This is only partially successful. The game starts abruptly, with the crew shipwrecked on a mysterious island. While the wild intro gives brief introductions to characters like Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Usopp and Robin, the internal dynamics and motivations of the group remain unclear initially. In the first chapter of the roughly 30-hour main story, I reassemble the crew, rescuing them from the clutches of various nasty creatures. A mysterious girl and a magical glowing cube strip the Straw Hat Pirates of all their powers and abilities. The pirates then have to regain their powers through memory episodes, reliving key moments from the One Piece history. They encounter characters who apparently played significant roles in the series past, but without too much introduction, which presents a challenge for newcomers. You can tell, Odyssey is definitely not a game for serious beginners, which made the first few hours a bit tough for me. However, fans will likely appreciate the character portrayals, which match what they actually expect from a role-playing game in their favorite world. The areas are filled with chests, destructible vases and collectible items. Characters in the party have different abilities to traverse terrain or reach hidden spots. Luffy can use his rubber arms as grappling hooks, and the tiny reindeer Chopper can squeeze through small spaces. You can switch the controlled character with a button press during exploration, and some dungeons incorporate simple puzzles that require changing the main characters regularly. The core of this JRPG is, of course, the turn-based combat, which is thankfully not random. Enemy groups are visible in the areas, allowing you to avoid encounters or attack enemies from behind, giving your party a critical hit bonus in the first round. The turn-based skirmishes take place in a separate arena and strike a good balance between accessibility and depth with a clear rock-paper-scissors mechanic. Strength, technique and speed attack types are particularly effective or ineffective against certain enemy types, so it's crucial to match your characters against the right foes to defeat them efficiently. A unique twist is the division of the combat areas into up to 4 arenas, where the 4 active fighters in your party are placed. Due to spatial separation, characters can only use standard attacks and melee skills on enemies in the same area, but ranged fighters can shoot into other areas. You can switch to another mini-arena if there are no enemies remaining in your current one, or by swapping party members like in a tag team match, allowing for many tactical options. The stylish user interface provides clear visibility of who is dealing damage and which enemy is going to attack next, ensuring you always target the right foe. However, the regular encounters during the campaign are mostly so easy that you don't need to complicate the battles. In most fights, spamming the standard attack is enough to defeat all enemies. They rarely deal significant damage, so you can often let your characters attack without consequences. This simplicity turns regular encounters into a series of boring, repetitive clicks. Even special battle objectives that offer substantial XP bonuses barely break the monotony. It's nice to defeat a group of extra strong silver bats before Luffy gets knocked out, but the threat is quickly nullified when he takes them all down with Scum Gum Gatling in one hit. The enemy design is appealing, with a mix of goofy clowns and suited seals, but there isn't enough variety in the Dragon Quest-inspired roster. Boss fights against giant lizards or villains are more challenging, requiring healing items or skills to keep the party conscious. These battles finally make use of homemade meals or trick balls crafted at camps scattered across the map. However, the endless story-driven segments where you constantly run back and forth feel like busy work. Many conversations don't interest me much, and the typical JRPG backtracking is present in One Piece Odyssey, though it's somewhat restrained. Still, repetitive paths in and out of areas don't add excitement to the monotonous battles. From a technical standpoint, the Nintendo Switch version of One Piece Odyssey holds its own despite some known weaknesses. The game mostly maintains 30 frames per second, though there are occasional dips during particularly demanding scenes. Graphically, there is a noticeable downgrade, especially with the lower resolution and some blurry textures. Nevertheless, the cel shading art style helps mitigate these issues, ensuring that the Switch version still looks appealing and far from ugly. One Piece Odyssey is both a technical and gameplay success, capturing the essence of the legendary manga and anime. Despite visible budget limitations, the game's environments are charming thanks to its strong cel shading style. The core systems, from combat and equipment to crafting, are solid, accessible, and offer enough depth to keep players engaged. However, One Piece Odyssey falls short in other areas, making it difficult to fully recommend. The battles are generally too easy, and the dialogues often feel either overly cheesy or unimportant. Overall, One Piece Odyssey is a decent JRPG snack for casual play. For these reasons, I rate One Piece Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch a 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below. If you liked it, we would be very happy about a like and a subscription, or if you're interested in getting early access to our future reviews, feel free to visit our Patreon page.
Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.